The California Coastal Layer sits overhead as we welcome you to baseball from historic Dodger Stadium. Tonight, it's the home opener for 2017 between the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Dodgers. These two should be exciting to watch go at each other, and it's all coming up next. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For Seattle, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And we are underway from Dodger Stadium as the first pitch is taken here for ball one. Harold, you look at this Dodgers team as they enter play here tonight. They begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
And, Matt, the other thing, both teams are on a winning streak right now. I love watching good baseball. So nothing's better than watching two teams that are on a winning streak collide. So we're going to get some good baseball, hopefully, in this game.
And this will miss as well. So he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game. So we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
In the second spot tonight,
digging in, Corey Seager. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And they'll apply the tag, and he is out at second. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. 1-2, here it comes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
In the air out to left. Peralta is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Into the box, Mike Trout. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Just underway here in Southern California. And he'll step off. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Puig. And the inning is over. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder Andrew Toles.
And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. And HR, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners entering play here tonight. They come in winners of 3 in a row and riding a nice little run to start the new series.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Here's the second baseman, DJ.
Third baseman, DJ.
First pitch on its way. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. First time to the plate for him, and he's carrying an eye-popping batting line with him. Up in the 360s to start play. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Now that's not fair. You're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head.
Got him to go down swinging there. Robinson Cano becomes out number 2 this inning. Justin Turner is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money with.
Not in time as he steals second. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Lifted into center field. Trout has a read on it. And that's the 3rd out. Now at the plate, Byung-ho Park. He'll start things out against Scott Kazmir as we get the inning underway. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw forces the first baseman to leave his feet, and by the time he came down, it's too late. At the plate, Mitch Haniger. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. Ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin to win right there and knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
The 2-1 pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Look over by Kazmir. Now the pitch. Swing and a liner. So this is pulled in by the shortstop, and he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Stepping in, Kyle Seager. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he'll snap one over to first. No score here as we play inning number 2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, he tried to put him away on 2 pitches low in the zone, and he just wasn't biting. Nice job of hitting.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Another try at 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Hey, not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The throw. Here now is Mike Zunino, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1. Here it comes. And there's ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Park is on his way home. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Digging in, Leonis Martin. The average for him entering play here is in the high 360s, so he's one to avoid as a pitcher if at all possible. Late that time for a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get it. Coming to the plate now, David Peralta. He'll be the first to greet Felix Hernandez to start the inning.
David Peralta.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Check to swing there and pops this one up. The catch is made on the mound, and that's the first out.
Batting sixth.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first to be in time, and Hernandez looking good here with 2 away.
Batting seventh.
In now is Yasiel Puig. At the moment, he's got a .270 batting average for the season. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Martin going back on it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Digging in now, Felix Hernandez. 9-1-2 due up.
Felix Hernandez.
Here comes the first pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
The second baseman.
1 gone now in the Mariners' third inning. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Ready on 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? He's through first and hustling for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Shortstop, Corey Seager.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count that gets him excited.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 1 here in the early going. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Here's Byung-Ho Park trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch of the at-bat. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. 2 out with the man at first. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And there he goes towards second. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes. And that. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one.
Jose Iglesias.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
2 good inside fastballs right there. Now he's sitting 0-2. I think he's probably going to have to protect the inside. I'd give him a curveball in the dirt and see if he chases it.
Haniger is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. Standing in, Scott Kazmir. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
Striding in once again, Andrew Toles. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Altuve for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Stepping in and ready for another shot, DJ LeMahieu. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. 2-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Now a throw over, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake. Ready for another chance? Mitch Haniger. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A tough sinker on the inside corner. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Slow roller back to the mound. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Kyle Seager.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside. Here it comes on 1-1. 1-1 is a cutter that misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Here comes Peralta, but this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single. Digging in to try it again, Mike Zunino. Looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Up next,
here's Leonis Martin. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Look over by Kazmir. Now the pitch. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Here's a look over to first. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Just a tick behind for a strike. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Third baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
First delivery to him on the way. Favorable call in there for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Hernandez readies the 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. On the ground up the middle. And it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. So the leadoff hitter reaches base safely, and now it's the run-producing part of the order with nobody out. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Shot towards second, and that's in there. Base hit. Digging in for his second at-bat, Justin Turner. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Set to deliver the 0-1. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Ready now, David Peralta, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Boy, that's a tempting pitch right there. You got that runner on third base. You're looking for something to drive. You want the ball up. But it was a good layoff. Not the pitch he definitely wanted to hit, but it was tempting, no doubt. Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. 1 run scores. And the second run is in to score as they bounce back to tie it at 2. Now at the plate, Yasmani Grandal. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-2 ball game. At the plate, Yasiel Puig flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. In there, 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Martin has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for route number 1. In now, Jose Iglesias. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Jose Iglesias.
Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. 0-2. Here it is. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Now batting, Scott Kazmir. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the dirt here. Throw over to third here, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. Hernandez comes set. Here it is on 1-0. Hot shot on the ground is short. Backhanded. And from deep in the hole, he got him. What a play, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Felix Hernandez. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
That's right.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Heading out towards shallow right. Puig's got a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jose Altuve. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth. Digging in once again, Corey Seager. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Ready with another 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. The tag, and he is out. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toll. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Andrew Toll.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Sent out to straightaway center field. Trout is right there, 1 down. Ready for another shot now. DJ LeMahieu. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Coming in is Haniger, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. There's Robbie Cano now. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Robinson Cano.
Check by Hernandez. The pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Has a look. Now the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Matt, here we are. Double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that sinker. Maybe get a ground ball and get 2, right? But he comes with the fastball right there. Now nobody knows what to see. This is going to be an interesting at-bat.
Here to take it is Seager, and that's out number 2. Digging in and looking for more, Justin Turner. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Hernandez comes set. First pitch on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Back to him, and that's off his leg. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird way to end the. Striding in once again, Mike Trout. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Mike Trout.
Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
Hey, one of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
Big pitch to Trout, 2-0. 3-0 now.
Got through the fifth all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the sixth.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
The batter.
Here's Byung-Ho Park. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's set. Here it comes. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now a look and a throw back to second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second. Now a spin and another throw back to second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second. And now he'll go back to second another time here, and he can't get back in time, and he is out at second. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that is through into right field for a single. Digging in once again, Mitch Haniger. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Joe Smith will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Ben Gamble will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now a throw over to first. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Luis Avilan comes on now.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 43, Luis Avilan.
First pitch on its way. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. And he lays off for ball 1. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Again, he sends it out of play. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Chopped foul wide of first.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second. The 1-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. There's Cano. A bare hand for 1. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. Digging in to try it again, David Peralta.
Leading
A
off
hit
for
in
the
2
Dodgers.
tries so far.
Left fielder,
Here's the
David
pitch.
Peralta.
Now Hernandez will get back to work here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Yasmani Grandal.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard towards center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Ready for another shot now. Yasiel Puig. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. Back to the mound and off his leg. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the 2nd out at first. Ready once again, Jose Iglesias. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Iglesias.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, Matt, if I use the cliche, it's not how you start, how you finish, it would apply right now. A couple innings ago, he had a rough inning. Didn't look good. But now he's starting to settle in a little bit better. He may be able to get through this thing.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got him.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will. Here now is Mike Zunino. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Mariners, the catcher, number 3, Mike Zunino.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting.
Here's Leonis Martin. He's hoping to avoid the hat
Martin.
trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped up. Iglesias will put this one away, and that's out number 2. Ready for another chance? Felix Hernandez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Taylor Motter is into the on-deck circle as it appears he will bat for Felix Hernandez here.
Taylor Motter.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Cano onto the grass. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
It's time for the traditionals.
Mark Zepchinski gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Now batting, Luis Avilan. He's newly entered into the ball game. So this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as Jason. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Gamble ranging forward. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Center fielder.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Tolles. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with one away. Digging in and looking for more, DJ LeMahieu. He's working on a three-hit ball game right now. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out. Here's Robbie Cano now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Working to keep them in the game here. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last three pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well. And
this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And the run will score from second as they double him up now. It's 4-2. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, Pedro Baez is into the ball game now. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He doubled earlier in the game, 1-for-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Turner is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Up next for Seattle.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Seager. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Peralta is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He enters this at-bat 1-for-2 with a walk. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Giving chase is Tolles. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So stepping in, Justin Turner. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
First baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses inside 1-0. Popped up. Calling for it. Park. 1 out. Into the box. David Peralta. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Franklin Gutierrez will move into the on-deck circle now.
Number 28, Franklin Gutierrez.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Hit back up the middle. Seager comes up with it. On to first, and there are 2 down. Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2 to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Here's Byung-Ho Park. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Byung-Ho Park.
Luis Valbuena is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the 9th. Adam Liberatore comes on from the pen.
6, Adam Liberator.
And he swings on the first pitch as this is popped high into the air on the left side. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in for his
Fielder.
second at-bat, Ben Gamble. He singled his last time up. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. And he'll try to pull back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And now a pitch on the way. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
There's that classic 0-2 changeup. That is such a tough pitch to lay off. Nice job of hitting right there. Look, the reason it's tough, because the fastball looks just like the changeup coming out of the hand. You got to honor the fastball, and then he pulls the string on you. Nice take.
Here's another 1-2. Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Slice down the left side, but foul.
He hit that changeup hard. Man, he saw it good. Just wasn't able to keep it fair.
Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. In line for the victory is Scott Kazmir if our current score holds. And here's a ball hit in the air. LeMahieu near the bag at third, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay.